what is going on YouTube? Tanctics here, and I got another special video with one of my personal friends. He's going to do another deck profile for you. Kind of a deck that's not as popular as it used to be, but pretty cool deck.
Alright, what is going on YouTube? I am playing a scrap deck. It's pretty easy build. Let's see, I run first. There's 3 Chimeras. Here's one of the main cards of the deck. And then you have to run 3 Beast. And then I run 1 Goblin because you're mostly going into your level 8 synchros, so 1 Goblin is enough. Also enough to stop your opponent from doing anything because he has a good effect. 2 Scrap Orthros. If you run 3, it'd be terribly cloggy. So 2 is finely sufficient. Also, it goes to your hand a lot because of Beast and Goblin's effects. 2 Scrap Golems. You do not want to see these in your hand, or else you'll brick real hard. Basically, these are supposed to stay in the deck. If they're in your hand, it's gonna be tough to win the duel. Basically, but 2 is fine. Not 3, not 1. 1 Redox because everything is Earth in this deck, so he's free monster reborn. And then a good pair of Ice and Fire hand. That's pretty much all that, and that's it for the monsters. And then for the spells, run this ridiculous card that came out in Primal Origin, Scrap Factory. And this Scrap Storm, run 3, because it's also really necessary for the deck in order for it to run. It's like a free draw. And then you also plus from Scrap Factory. Run 2 Scrap Yards, things your deck, get your Orthros to your hand. 2 Supply Squads. This card's pretty ridiculous, and honestly, this card's maybe decked out plenty of times sometimes, which is that's the only thing that's bad about it. It will never be dead in your hand. It'll always be alive, but running 3 will just be, it's too much. So just 2 is fine. 1 Soul Charge. 1 Terraforming, because you have to see Scrap Factory as fast as possible. Scrap Factory is basically what makes the deck run really much faster than what it used to. 1 Dark Hole. 3 MSDs. 2 Pot of Dualities. I'd run 3, but the reason why is because you special summon in 1 turn so many times that sometimes the pot is dead in your hand. So I just play 2. 2 is pretty good. And then I play 2 Upstarts. It's a really heavy spell deck. For the traps, I play 3 calls because in order to, call will end up being dead a lot. So if you call Goblin, or not Goblin, Golem, you'll just use Golem's effect and then sync for whatever, and then you just use Scrap Dragon's effect for the dead call. It's free plus. Trap Stun, because you go off a lot in this deck, and traps are terrible for reversing this thing. 1 Bottomless, and 1 Fiendish. And for the extra deck, let's see, for the rank 4s, you run 1 Honor Arc, and 1 Exciton Knight, and 1 Photon Pummeler Operative. He's pretty good because for the meta right now, a lot of people just set, so you can easily get this first turn from Scrap Storm and Chimera's effect. It's pretty useful. 1 Cowboy, 1 Heartland Draco, and Black Ship, Corn, and Anti-Luminescent Knight. That's for it for the rank 4s. For the Synchros, run 1 Scrap Archfiend. You do not want to run multiple, because you can also send it back to the extra deck with the effect of Beast and Orthros. 1 is fine. And 1 Colossal Fighter. Run 3 Scrap Dragons, because this will be on the field almost every turn. 1 Scrap Twin. You're supposed to run 2, but I don't have one right now. So 2 Scrap Twins is technically where it's supposed to be. I'll probably get rid of Colossal Fighter because I don't use them as much. 1 Leo because you can. You can just summon Redox and then just normal Goblin, so instant level 10, and then 1 Star Eater. You don't go into him much, but he's still a good option to have. You just use Redox and Beast Effect, and that's pretty much it.
So thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please rate, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.